talking football, week 3 here at eastvalleytribune.com and Varsity Xtra. Big Southeast Valley matchup this week. There's actually several of them, but we're going to narrow it down a little bit. Mountain View at Highland. Highland coming off a close win against Mesa last week. It was one of the more unpretty games probably in the last season, certainly last year, and to start off this year. Highland even acknowledged that. They're making no apologies, however, for the win, because a win is a win is a win. And now they got to face a pretty good Mountain View team, a little more dynamic offensively. Highland's defense came to play. The offense, for the most part, did not. The big question, obviously, if Highland's offense shows up with that defense, they can certainly pull out a victory here. The question is whether they can and whether they will against a pretty decent Mountain View offense.
Yeah, I've been surprised. I thought Highland would be better early on. To only win 7-3 against Mesa, I mean, you got to beat teams like Mesa by 3 touchdowns if you want to be known as a top 10 team in Division I. Like you said, the defense has been good for Highland, but Ryan McCord's running the ball well. They got to get the passing game going. They got to score some points because Mountain View is going to score. They got Clark Brown, who will probably be the fastest guy on the field. They got some good offensive weapons, and Mountain View's kind of struggled at times too, but at least in the second half they've been able to pull away from some teams, and they're 2-0. So I think Mountain View will probably be favored just because they have more dynamic offense. Highland's going to need to force some turnovers or do something defensively or get that offense going to have a shot.
Yeah, and McCord has run well. He's also banged up a little bit. He's certainly not 100%. Highland has a couple other weapons on the outside, a couple of big kids actually. Question is whether they get the ball to them and whether they can stop shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and turnovers. I'm going to go Highland in another close one, 20-17.
I will take Mountain View 24-13.